Welcome to my channel Angel Beats and Paimanwa. Don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe button on my channel.
So we're in episode 22, this is interesting Mawa, so let's go. Raha, when the time comes for the Emperor to be away from this position, will you grant me freedom then? What? I want to explore it with you at least once. The inside of this endless absurd palace. Will he execute his plan properly while Kazim is away? I kept thinking about it. His name was Hassel, an ardent devotee who was from the Holy Nation. The physician before Oliver. He was the one who took so much blood from me during treatment or diagnosis that it was nearly fatal. The day he hurriedly gave up his position with the excuse of family issues, I could guess what was going on. I guess he doesn't need my blood anymore. Did the experiment fail? Or have they moved on to the next phase of progress? For instance, requiring a different type of blood fluid that isn't blood. Whatever it is, that's likely where you come into the project. But I didn't expect him to bring it up this way. Alright, when that time comes, I'll give you freedom. Aren't you cold? You must have cooled down a lot. I'm not cold at all. Thanks to you. Alright. But is it okay to leave him that? I think it's even bigger than before. Let's go to the bedroom. It's time for you to get some sleep. Raha, some gift will be arriving at the palace soon. Feel free to take anything you like. The Marquess Duke and the Duke Esther will arrive at that time. Alright, do I need to receive them as guests? No need, just engage in some conversation with them. Alright, then I'll be back, Raha. Everyone should be able to receive this much blessing from their relatives. Would you like more then? I wish I could, but I won't be able to stand my journey then. Make sure to stay calm when I'm away. And remember, you will always be within my sight no matter where you are. Yes, come back safely, Kazim. I hope you bring back a fine cat for your fiancé. Your Highness, allow me to escort you back. So he left the captain of the Imperial Guards behind. Alright, it's no surprise. Ever since they heard Chamberlain's sudden passing, he still hasn't filled that vacant spot. Several families sent an application to fill in his spot, but Kazim didn't seem to show much of a reaction. Maybe the more his system falls into their disarray, the greater the chance for an unexpected opportunity to arise. That is right, an opportunity. Raha, wear it. It's time to walk around the palace. So, Where would you like to go? If I ask her why she seems so happy, almost like a child, will the smile disappear? Huh? Whenever you like to show me. Alright, let's go. That building over there is the Emperor's Palace. If you go inside, there's a room reserved for priests visiting from the Holy Nation. And if you follow the eastern path, how are your knees? They are fine now. I heard from Oliver that the recovery rate is almost superhuman. Is that also as a result of the experiment? That Scrooge guy. No. Have you always healed this quickly? Somewhat. How fascinating. Raha, if someone see us, then no one is watching. They do say the darkest shadow is cast at the foot of the candle. But where are we? A resting place for the forest ranger who manages the hunting ground. It's usually empty. No wonder you seem more impatient than usual. That's because I wanted to do this since earlier. I'm not the only one who wants this, am I? Sid, I want it too. Maybe even more than you do. Your Highness, all the gifts have been prepared. Your Highness, Duchess Esther and Marcus Duke. It's been a while, Your Highness. Please have a seat. By the way, I don't expect Duchess Esther to be here. She has all the right to be here since she is somewhere of a distant bloodline of the Imperial Palace and treated the nanny as her elder sister. Still, I don't expect her to be present during the display of gifts prepared for me. The order of the things is a mess now that the head chamberlain is God. Then I will show the sword of the west and the golden balm as chosen by Her Highness. So those are the gifts. The sword was chosen because it seems like it will suit said. And the golden balm is an ultimate that's official to find no matter how much money you offer. It's an ultimate that's difficult to find no matter how much money you offer. Since each ingredient required at least 10 years to mature, if I use it on said knee, wait, are there 2 golden balms available? Ah, no, only one of them has arrived. That is strange. I was also granted the golden ultimate. Ah, well, there must be a misunderstanding. Huh. I need to fill up the head chamberlain spot quickly. Your Highness, if it's alright with you, could you let me have the balm? I'm sorry, Marcus, but I need to use it. It doesn't seem like you will get hot in the future. I don't seem hot right now either, Your Highness. Are you planning to use it on your lovely slave? Just as expected, you are quite quick on the uptake, Marcus. It is very difficult to find the ointment. I hope you can be generous, as I need it for vital purpose. I also need it for vital purpose, so I can't yield either. Usually, when a situation arises where neither sins can yield, they present their knight, and the one with the superior skill is given the upper hand. But since all the guards are devoted to His Majesty, you don't seem to have an official knight. Do you perhaps have a decent knight? Your Highness, I shall lend you my knight. What? Do you just say? I said I could lend you an adequate knight from amongst my family knights. Ah, I've forgotten that the Easter family has been weak against the princess for generations. Yes, we must heed to Her Highness. The late Countess Bambo will be pleased to know that. She treasured the princess a lot. Come to think of it, the princess didn't shed a single tear during the Countess' funeral. And as the head of the family, all I could think was that she was quite resolute. Do you also know this, Duchess Esther? Yes, I'm upholding the will of Count Bumble, and will always be friendly to Her Highness. So if you need that, I will lend you a knight, Your Highness. It's alright, Duchess. There must be another solution. Seeing as the Marquess is unyielding, it must be something urgent. How do you plan to use the gaudy balm when you receive it? If I give it to him and find a way to get it again, my lover needs it to treat her injury. What? Said, what? Let's go to the drilling hall. We are prepared. Number 192. Will you be alright? Marquess was called the commander of the night forward. I will be fine. Don't get hot. Don't try to do so much. I can always just buy something similar. The entire situation is quite ridiculous after all. It's not like he has an urgent patient in his family. She's not family. Yet he desired the golden balm for merely that reason. Since my mistress' wound is pretty deep, it will be difficult for her to get better without the golden balm. Yes, Raha. He's still addressing me by name, even in a situation like this. Your Highness, we are ready. Make sure not to get hot, as it may upset His Majesty. But they are not to protect his pride either. What pride does a man who warms a woman's bed even have? Begin. What? Impressive. I won, Raha. Well done, number 192. The Western Morpho Principality, you say? It was subjected a few years ago. Your Majesty, may I ask you why you're curious about his personal affairs? He's the only one currently alive. His name and age are unknown, but he was a knight or seems like one. My twin seems to like that lowly thing nowadays, and I'd like to get a few more similar ones for her. What? A doll that one treasures so much could end up ripped and ruined in an instant. Oh, and come with me to Delos Palace High Priest as I'm about to appoint a new head chamberlain. I think you should give them your blessing in person and say your greetings to Rahab for the first time in a while. By the way, I heard she had a question for you the other day, but you couldn't answer it. What was the question? Wait, I asked what the question was. She asked why someone would try to harm the two of you and what the reason could be. Those were her questions. I see. My twin is quite the presumptuous type. Do excuse her. I would like to have some tea, but there is no time. Make preparation for my return as soon as possible. Yes, Your Majesty. If Kazan asks, respond with what I have instructed. That will be my reply as well. My twin is quite a suspicious type. Please, you must stay safe.